Hi, it's Roni, and welcome to my channel and Mixed Media Frenzy. This is the day that we take a sketch, or in this case, a layout, and all do our own take on it. We use it as inspiration, and mostly we come up with something different every time. No two layouts are the same. We all have different pictures, mixed media, all kinds of different things. And ideas. And this one today, I didn't really want to use flowers. So I'm going to use some other stuff instead. That's my grandson, and we're at a youth museum, Boot Hill Museum, I think is what it's called. And he's on a tractor. And so I'm going to use gears and arrows instead of flowers. And I'm going to go ahead and put my background mixed media on there. Oh, and I'm going to make that part darker. It had darker and lighter places on the sketch. And I'm going to, just kind of put places in. I mean, most of it will be covered up. So it don't matter how bad it looks there. A lot of it's going to be covered up. Um, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of teal. It's going to be pretty faint, but I wanted it on the edges of it just to give it a different color. And this is my Stampin' Up! Roller, I think it's called. And it has a bunch of different wheels to go in it. And this one makes solid circles and circles that aren't solid. Just plain circles. They're not filled in. And they do it randomly as it rolls across there. I punched out one of the dragonfly punch, because since it is a boy's layout, I didn't want to use butterflies, and the original has butterflies, and I thought, well, I'll use dragonflies instead. And uh, yeah, it's not exactly going to be like the original, but it's going to have lots of good stuff on there. I mean, if you like clustered stuff on a layout, I do sometimes. I like to have things clustered around the picture. And that's what it's going to be like this time. And I got out my Vicky Bouton honeycomb stencil. Well, I got like 3 or 4 out. I couldn't make up my mind. And this is the only one I'm going to end up using. I went through I got like a tower with drawers in it, and they have some die cuts that's already cut in there. And I pulled all them out, and then I pulled some wood veneers out that is gears, and also some wood veneer sequins. And I'm going to use all them on my layout and just kind of put them here and there where I think they look good. I'm going to put some things on foam tape and cluster them all around my picture. Kind of like the flowers are, only they're not flowers. Um, I used half of that one on one side, and I'm going to use the other half on the top. I wanted to use it over there, but I couldn't seem to get it to fit. Since I already had that one circle thing there, it just didn't look good, so it didn't go there. And the arrows that you see, I had a piece of corrugated paper that I had cut out arrows with. I've got a physics die, and I cut the arrows out, and I've used some of the arrows, but that one piece was still left there, the negative part. So I thought, well, I'll go ahead and cut around the edges to make an outline, and then put some cardstock behind it. So that's what I did on those. I think I'm going to use, 3 on the layout. And I just added different colors for the background. But I did have to do some fussy cutting to be able to do it. One bad thing about the corrugated, if you don't have the right die, well, like those little thin dies, they mash. The they're not sharp. You can pick them up, touch them, and they're not sharp. Well, the best way to keep the corrugated still looking corrugated is to use the steel rule dies because it actually cuts into it. And that's what I use these on. But I have tried the corrugated on the other dies, and it does not work well. It ends up just as flat. It mashes it out, and you don't have corrugated cardstock no more. I speak from experience. Who knew? Um, I'm still just kind of randomly putting everything around there. I am not going to use all of those you see in that basket. I just pulled out plenty just so I'd have something to work with. And see, there's a little vellum. I think it's vellum. No, I think it's a wax. What's it called? Glassine. That glassine bag. It's got little wood veneer words. I was going to put some on here and forgot all about it. It didn't even get opened. And I think it's from Elle Studio. But it's not going on there. I'm getting pretty close to getting done and putting all this on here. I don't have much room left for anything, at least. I mean, it's beginning to look pretty clustered. Notice I didn't use the word crowded. It's clustered. Oh, on the close-ups, if you look at the dragonflies, I went to put the first one on there, and I had one where I'd stenciled it, and I thought, well, I'm gonna try just offsetting it, see how I like it. So it's kind of got like a shadow beneath it, and I liked it, so I did it with all three of them. They're stenciled on there, and then I have the die cut on there too, and you can see both when you get close up. You can't probably tell on the screen from here as far back as it is, but when I show the close-ups, you'll be able to see where it's layered. And my title's going to be, oh, wait, I think it's going to start. So, yeah, because he was trying to get it started. His words actually were more like, I hope I get it started since Casey didn't. But I thought, well, if I put that on there, Casey will end up looking at it and thinking, Jake, I can't believe you said that. So I just thought I'd leave it off. Put my own title on there. Let's see. Getting close. Yeah, there isn't much left. Oh, while I'm watching myself and trying to figure out what I'm doing, I'll talk about the other gals. Be sure to check their channels out. Some of them are awesome at mixed media, and if you're interested in learning how, be sure to check their channels out to see how they do their mixed media project today. I'm sure it's going to, like I said, be awesome. I am taking my Zig pen and I'm putting lines around them, and the squigglier they are, the better I like them. And that's it. I'm going to be done with my layout. If you leave a comment down there below, I'll be sure to get back with you. And if you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I'd love to have you subscribe. And those of you who are, thank you so much. But there's my layout. And let's see. See how it's got the shadow? You can barely see that dragonfly, but it's got the shadow beneath it. I liked it. You can tell better on this one where the shadow's down there beneath it. I thought, flying in the shadow on the ground. Well, that's my thought. And there's my clusters and gears. And see the little wooden sequins? I think I've about used all I have. If I have some, it's not very many left. And there's the arrows that I fussy cut and then backed instead of throwing the negative away. Well, part of them got thrown away because they were just too close for me to fussy cut. I had to make choices of which ones I wanted. But thank y'all so much for watching. And I hope you have a happy, scrappy week. Take care and stay safe. Bye.